Hi family, welcome to my channel. My name is Chavel YahYel. I am a recording artist out of Miami, Florida, originally from Jamaica. My channel will show you my journey from start to finish because you know we going up, right? This video is an interview that I did with Heart and Soul Broadcasting Services. They are in Harare, Zimbabwe. I was interviewed by the wonderful DJ Star. Please stay tuned to the end for a nice surprise. Thanks for watching, guys.
Good afternoon and welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Unsigned Hype. I'm your host DJ Star, and of course it's yours truly in the building. Now today we are graced by a young beautiful musician by the name Chevelle, all the way from Jamaica, and we're just gonna talk to her and hear more about her. She is obviously a big brand, so this is the plug-in. Stay tuned, tell your parents to tell their friends that Chevelle is here with us. Welcome to the program, Chevelle.
Thank you.
You look very beautiful.
Thank you.
May you please show them your nails? Because, ma'am, I was talking about how your nail bling, ma'am. Welcome to Unsigned Hype.
Thank you.
And I hope you're enjoying your stay in Zimbabwe.
I am. Zimbabwe is lovely. You guys are lovely. You're lovely people.
I'm sure Jamaica is lovely. Yeah.
It is lovely, but the people aren't as lovely as you guys.
Really?
You guys are way lovelier. Yes. Yes.
Wow,
More
Zimbabweans, shout out to you.
Yes,
Shout out to all Zimbabweans out there. We have a Jamaican saying, you're lovely people, and we appreciate you. Now, Chevelle, welcome to Unsigned Hype. We're excited to have you. And before we get into everything, maybe tell us, is your real name Chevelle? Because, well, it's a very unique name.
Thank you. Yes, that is my real name.
Oh, wow. What does that mean?
My mom, well, it means a couple things.
Right.
In Russian, I think it means horse, which is weird.
Okay. Isn't Horus like the god of something?
Yes.
Weird?
But my mom named me after a Jamaican singer, like of her time. Her name is Chevelle Franklin. She's currently a gospel singer, so she changed from reggae to gospel.
Right.
But that's who my mom named me after, so I think she knew that I was gonna be a singer.
Wow, and it's a beautiful name. It's a
Thank you,
beautiful name. Now, Chevelle, we are Zimbabweans, and lots of people obviously don't know much about you, and we want the people to know who you really are. Who is Chevelle? Even before we talk about the music, we want to know Chevelle. Who's the man with the nails, with the lashes?
Chevelle is a fun, loving bundle of love.
Right.
Personality. I grew up in Jamaica.
Fascinating.
I moved to the States when I was a teenager, but I'm back and forth now as an adult. Sometimes I'm in Jamaica for a long time.
So now you live in the States?
I reside, but I'm in Jamaica for maybe majority of the year sometimes. Sometimes I'm in the US for majority of the year. But I grew up in Jamaica, went to school, high school there, went to college in the States.
Right.
Currently reside in the States doing my music. I'm also a realtor by trade, so I buy and sell homes for clients.
That's interesting.
I have a 4-year-old. His name is Parker.
Oh, shout out to Parker out there.
Yes, he's the love of my life. And yeah, I'm just here doing music. I'm here for experiences. Zimbabwe has given me so much love, has taught me so much about myself, taught me to love myself more.
Wow.
Just a lot of different things, opening my eye to a lot of different stuff. So yeah, Chevelle is a fun spirit.
I mean, ma'am, you're fun.
Thank you, darling. So are you. You're a bundle of love as well.
I mean, our haircut is
I know.
It's like the fun vibes, guys.
Yes, and the nails.
And the nails, ma'am.
For sure. But yeah, I'm just here to do music, to spread love, spread joy, motivate, and just make the world a better place.
Right. We're gonna talk about that tour in Zimbabwe, but maybe tell me, Chevelle, it's not every day that someone wakes up and says, I want to be a musician. What's the inspiration behind Chevelle becoming a musician? Is it because she wasn't named after a musician?
Well, maybe. But I grew up singing. So I grew up in church singing.
Okay. Which church?
A Seventh-day Adventist church.
I'm Adventist.
Really? That's probably why we vibe.
Yeah,
so I grew up Adventist. Singing on church choirs, praise and worship. Almost all of us don't. But yeah, praise and worship, choir exchange, traveling, and then school as well. So I was a part of the school choir. We did competitions.
So music was around you.
All from I was born.
Right.
Yeah, and then I grew up in Jamaica. So in Jamaica,
music is
oh geez,
wow.
it is.
That's why we all want to go to Jamaica.
It's an overload sometimes. Trust me, but yeah.
Apart from the other reason why we want to go to Jamaica, you know.
Yes. For sure, yes. But yeah, music from I was a little girl coming up. However, I wasn't a recording artist until about 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. So, went to the States, went to college, got assimilated into the, U.S. lifestyle, working, trying to climb the corporate ladder to get to the top, chasing the bag girl. So I got, assimilated into that. And then some friends of mine were doing music, and I met certain people that were like, key players in reggae, and I saw how they were. I saw how they expressed themselves through music, and I'm like,
I want to do this.
You know what? I was born with this talent,
right?
And when I get to 60 and 70, I don't want to
regret.
That I don't want.
And say I should have been a musician.
Why didn't I sing?
Why?
Because I was born to sing.
And
obviously.
It's sad that so many young people actually don't realize their talents could, change the world.
Yes.
And we see older people going, I should have done this. Why not do this now? Chevelle did it. You can do it, right?
All of you can do it.
You can do it.
Any talent that you have, that you were born with, anything that you love to do, you find that when you're doing that, you lose yourself. Focus on it. It will feed you. Right. It will feed you. Yes.
Right. Chevelle, I understand that you said you only became a recording artist 2 years ago, but 2 years ago is when COVID started.
Exactly.
Now tell me about it. How was that experience? You deciding I have to take this talent somewhere, and this pandemic starts and things are hard. Did you face challenges, or maybe that was a given advantage because there are people out there that find it as an advantage?
Initially it wasn't an advantage for me because I dropped my first song in October, right before the pandemic started. So I had plans to travel. I wanted to go to Canada, the UK, plans for performances especially, and then everything shut down.
It shut down.
Yeah, so even I had performances posted on my page, and my friends bought tickets and all type of stuff, and we had to refund everything.
Wow. And that's a challenge.
Yeah, it was very disheartening because it's like, I finally want to do this now, and then the world ends. It's like what?
And I think that motivated you to actually work. So I think that motivated you because you realized that the world can end anytime, But again, did that not shut you down? Can I do this?
Yeah, it did. It did, because as I said, I'm like, as soon as I start, what are you trying to tell me, universe?
But God giving you a sign that ma'am, no.
Stop right Stick to your day job. But no, a couple other things happened. I had a death in the family, which is really, really hard on us. Yeah, thank you. But I just kept going because it was my stepdad that passed, my mom's husband, and he was so supportive of me, with the music. So I was like, you know what, hell or high water, I gotta do this. I have to do this. So I kept at it. During the pandemic in the US, everything was shut down for a while, and then especially with my business with real estate, you can't go out and show any homes. You can't. The whole industry
changed. She's pretty and smart. She's into real estate. Please.
You can't show homes. The whole game changed. Now you're doing things remote, and it's less personal, so you're not really closing as much deals because you got to use your personality to get certain things. So it was tough, especially financially, for everyone. So I continued to record, with friends and things like that. But a lot of the groundwork that I needed to do to get off the ground were music videos and, interviews and things like that.
It all
didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
So, but I kept at it. I kept, as I said, writing, recording. And then this opportunity came to come to Zimbabwe.
Wow, that's amazing. Now let's talk about you in Zimbabwe. We have a Jamaican singer from Miami
Yeah,
in
girl.
Zimbabwe. Guys,
In
we have
the
a
place.
celebrity. We have a celebrity. What are you
In the
saying?
place. In the place.
And okay, before I actually get to this question, I think I forgot to ask something that the people want to know.
Okay.
What genre of music does Chevelle make? Is it gospel because she's Adventist?
No.
Yeah.
I grew up Adventist, but
Right.
I during the college days I kind of estranged from it.
Right.
Now I have knowing of other things, so I appreciate my upbringing and I'm very
Yes.
glad for it. But I don't maintain those same beliefs
Right.
anymore.
Right.
My mom does, and trust me,
Of course.
every day she
Our
wants you to go
parents
to
are-
church.
Yeah.
And she wants you to marry an Adventist pastor
Of
and sing
course.
and
not
I'm-
wear the nails.
not wear the-
and
oh,
the
God.
lashes, damn. The
the
makeup.
lashes
and the
la-
blonde hair.
the blonde hair is fine because she's
Right.
into hair and stuff,
Okay.
but the
Lashes?
lashes, she's like, you're gonna fly away with those, right?
Like the wind could
Yeah,
blow
yeah,
you
yeah,
away
yeah.
now.
So
I mean, they look good.
Thank you. So I now have a different knowing, a different way of
I mean,
life.
we learn and we grow,
We
and
learn
people
and we
make
grow.
decisions,
Yes,
when
yes,
they
yes.
grow. Yeah.
Yes, and I find that my current knowing of life works for me better. You
Right.
know what I mean? So yeah, that's my genre is, I would say, reggae music.
Right.
But
We got them reggae girls in the building.
yes. A little bit of dancehall, of course,
Nice.
and then I mean, the music is me, so I moved to the States. So there's R&B and hip hop aesthetics.
Okay.
Now I'm in Zimbabwe, so there's Afrobeat. So, girl, I am everything.
You're everything.
I'm everything.
And I love that about you because
Yeah.
if you're a real musician, you can't just be put in a box.
Can't.
You can sing Afro pop, you can sing dance, or you can sing.
My
and-
EP has a drill
Wow.
song. Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Panda Rhythm
Wow.
too. I just got I'm a piano beat from SA producer that I'm gonna be working with. So
That's amazing.
I am global.
She's global. I'm with the celebrity guys. Please, you can't touch me. You can't touch me anymore. Chevelle, you
Thank
are
you,
a
blessings.
vibe, and I'm enjoying. If
I
you guys are
appreciate
just
it.
joining us, this is Unsigned Hype. It's the plug-in. I have Chevelle here, and I'm having the most fun I've had in these interviews in a long
I
time.
appreciate
Thank you
that.
so much,
No
Chevelle.
problem.
Right, let's get to you being in Zimbabwe. Why is Chevelle in Zimbabwe?
Well, as I was saying, I kept writing during the pandemic. I was supposed to be in Zimbabwe actually from last year.
Right. Yes, I remember. I was supposed to interview last year.
Yes. And things happened. Life happens.
Right.
So, we had to postpone, and now I'm here. But I was invited to Zimbabwe by Rockers Island Media. So
Shout out to Rockers Island, by the way.
shout out to listen, big up Rockers Island.
Big up Rockers
Here.
Island.
Site. Okay.
Right.
So yeah,
Okay, can
by
you do that again? I didn't like that.
big up Rockers Island.
You pick me up with that accent, because wow.
Of course,
Right.
darling. But Rockers Island brought me, and we're doing a project together. Working on an EP here. I have a couple collaborations.
Amazing.
With Gusby. I have one with Gusby Warrior.
Oh, shout out to Gusby.
Big up my brother from another mother, Gusby.
From another mother.
Yes. And yeah, we're just working. We're doing visuals.
How's that
different
going?
interviews.
How's that experience? You being in Zimbabwe, touring in
Yes,
Zimbabwe.
yes.
I mean, it's a foreign country. Is this your first time in Zimbabwe?
First time in Africa.
And she loves it. In
Oh,
Africa.
First time.
Wow.
First time in the East.
Wow.
In general. Took me 3 days to get here, by the way.
Wow, that's
So,
a lot in
yeah.
a plane. Imagine 3 days and you don't enjoy it, but
I enjoy
you're
every-
enjoying
oh,
everything. It's
every
worth
second
it.
of it.
We love you, Zimbabweans, for taking.
Listen,
Chevelle
the best
and-
care of me. Just everywhere. Like, from everyone. From my housekeepers that
Right.
love on me so much to my gate man that has to wake up
Wow.
at 4 a.m. to open the gate because
Oh
I
my
just came
gosh.
home from the recording studio and with a smile on his
His
face.
Exactly.
Oh, Jamaicans,
They don't do that.
baby, no sir. They be like, you better stay out because I'm not opening no gate for you at 4 in the morning. So yeah, just gratitude.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
I love that about you. I love that about you, Chevelle. Now tell me, which other artists have you collaborated with in the past? They could not be Zimbabwean, they could be foreign. And who do you aspire to collaborate with in the future?
Well, this is kind of the onset of the career.
Right.
As I said, I released a song prior to the pandemic, and then everything happened. So now this is kind of like a jump start.
Right.
So
I mean, your jump start is pretty great, by the way.
I should say so myself.
You should say so yourself.
Yes. But I'd love to collaborate with more like Jamaicans, of course, especially the ones that are like, you guys love Busy Signal.
I also love Vibes Cartel, guys.
Oh, that is a dream.
Yeah, right?
That can be done. It can be done.
It can. It's possible.
Yeah, it's not very hard.
It's not very hard.
No, it's not hard at all.
Exactly.
It can be done. But I'm waiting a bit,
Right.
because I need everybody to know me first before
exactly. You're building your brand.
Thank
first.
you.
You're building Chevelle,
exactly,
and I love that, Chevelle. Right? Maybe tell me, Chevelle, as a female musician, you obviously face many challenges in this industry, right? Maybe talk to us about that, and how have you dealt with the vulnerability women face in the music industry?
I vibe different, right? So I give out a different type of energy. When I go to the studio, I'm dressed like a man.
Wow.
I don't dress like
you
this.
don't dress like
no.
this. I'm
I have like you with my tall socks, my sneakers, shorts, not very loose shorts, t-shirt, jacket.
Yeah.
Because I don't want any attention on me. I want the attention on what I'm here to do.
That's good.
So I make sure that I'm dressed a certain way.
You don't put yourself in a situation where you be vulnerable.
Correct.
Because the way you dress, men look at you like, okay.
Yes. And I need you to pay attention to this stuff that I need you to do, not to me.
Exactly.
And then I vibe like I'm your sister in like 5 minutes.
Right.
As soon as you meet me, what?
You're like my sister now.
You see
like,
exactly.
It's like I've known you
forever, right? Yes.
And that's really nice. You've got good energy.
Thank you.
Around you.
I appreciate
Chevelle,
that.
And I love that.
I appreciate that. So that's what I put out, because as I said, I'm just a bundle of love. I try to be as best as I can.
You are the best as you are.
Yeah, thank you. I try to be as best as I can. So I put that out there so that you, if you do approach me in that way, it has to be something that I did to give you that signal.
Right.
Because in general, I'm your sister and I bro you. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
everything.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Everyone, bro.
My brother, oh, go on, my brother. My brother, like period.
There's no chance.
There's no. And if
I like that. You're very professional.
Thank you.
And lots of young women lack that in the industry because they want to get to the top. They'll get themselves in situations where they are, into relationships.
But that hurts you.
It
hurts
does.
you. I'm not saying.
Let's hear it from a Jamaican.
It hurts you because
exactly.
I'm not saying anything out of judgment. I'm saying out of experience because I've been in a situation where I thought that a relationship or familiarity would get me, and it didn't. It didn't. It hurt me in that process because now you're too familiar. Now you think you and me are, so you don't have to push and you don't have to do certain things.
But it hurts you.
It hurts you. So mind you, you can, as a beautiful woman, as you are, that's currency.
Exactly.
It is. So you use it as that, but you have a limit because then you don't want people to think that you and them are the same because you're not. You're not. And we're not together. We don't sleep together. We don't know. We're working. You know what I mean? So keep that there, of course, as a beautiful woman. You
I think lots of young women need to hear that,
yes,
because they're taking advantage of the fact that maybe my boss likes me, then I can get myself up there. But
girl, keep it. Let him keep liking you and use that to your advantage. Exactly. The moment you sleep with your boss, girl, it's over. It is done deal. You're no longer being chased. It's done.
We've been talking about this as Zimbabweans, but hear it from a Jamaican.
It is over. As soon as you do that, now your power gone. Because remember, we're women, so our emotions run different than men.
Right.
Now he doesn't talk to you for 2 hours,
and you're attached to him. Exactly.
Nah, baby, don't even open the door for that. Let him keep chasing you, and you keep running, and taking him into that room to do that and then that room to do that. Keep doing
Please
that.
tell your sisters and your brothers to come to this interview because wow, it's getting deep. It's getting deep. I love that. You give advice. I think you should become a motivational speaker.
Girl, that's my plan, girl. That is the plan because, with the music.
With the music, exactly. You speak through your music.
That's what's in the music.
About to get to that before we end the conversation because we're running out of time. Do you think that your music actually speaks to the people out there, or because there are young people out there making music? Of course, music is the sound and everything, but sometimes it has to have a message. The beat we can dance to, but the message. Are you bringing out a message to the people?
That is my sole goal.
Wow,
that's it. So how I am now, the energy I give out, how I talk, I talk to ladies, all of those things, that's all in the music. Amazing. It's all in the music. I have, because the thing is, and for me to, coming from Jamaica, right? Most females in Jamaica, they sing about their bodies and they sing about sex and drugs and that's it. And
it's the same thing over and over again. What's different about Chevelle?
It is. Right. And so for me, I take a different approach. I want to tell you that you're good enough to do this. I want to tell you that keep doing what you're doing because it's gonna happen.
It's positive.
I'm gonna tell you that don't listen to them when they say that you have to do this. You don't. You could do what you want to do because this is what you came here to do.
I love that.
Yeah. So
motivation,
girl. Tell everybody though. The thing is that, and this is where we need to, kind of change it.
Right.
It's not as supported as the sex and the drugs.
It's not, and let's talk about that before we end. Why is it that conversations or music that actually makes sense is not supported more than the music that you can just dance to and talk about sex and drugs?
Yeah.
Like, why? And what can be done better?
Because I feel like people are trying to escape.
Right.
Reality. Yeah. So the sex, of course, is a feel good type of vibe. The drugs, of course, it's So
don't do drugs, guys.
Don't at all. We're not. Yeah. So what I find is that what I've been doing is using really dope beats and really dope intros, so you can vibe to my hooks. You can, but the verses,
they make sense.
When you sing them, you're gonna feel like, oh yeah, I can do this.
I really want to listen to your drill item, because I love drill and I love piano.
That one is nuts. As soon as the EP drops, you'll get drops. You'll get everything.
We'll be playing it on Unsigned Hype. That's amazing, Chevelle. Right, before we let you go, Chevelle, maybe tell us, before I actually, ask you about this, how can people get in touch, with Chevelle? Maybe they want to collaborate. Maybe they just want to talk to Chevelle, and maybe they want to listen to your music. They want to know more about Chevelle. How do they get in touch with Chevelle as a brand?
Okay, so I'm on Instagram, on Facebook, also on YouTube. I'm currently growing my following. I have a brand new page that I started on Instagram.
I mean, we grow, eh?
Yes. I have the page that I had before, a lot of followers, but it was more personal. It was more of a...
You want this to be Chevelle,
my
the musician.
Yes. So on Instagram, it's Keeping Up with Chav.
Wow.
Yeah, and so you'll see all my updates, everything I've been doing here, clips of some of my visuals, interviews and stuff. On Facebook, it's Chevelle. And on YouTube, it's also just Chevelle.
Amazing. And where do you think Chevelle will be in the next, where do you want her to be in the next 5 years or 10 years from now?
In the next 5 years, I will definitely be on maybe my second or third album, like studio full album.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
she'll probably
for sure, no doubt.
At the Grammys.
Oh yeah.
And the Met Gala. She looks good, by the way.
Grammys is for sure. For sure. For sure. I have my trajectory the path that I see. Of course, it's already in my head. I see it. I own it. That's
you own
me.
It, exactly.
Period, guys.
Because you attract what you know.
Yes.
Exactly.
You see it. You own it. That girl, this girl that I am now, I prayed to be her last year.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. And what would you? This is a question I need to ask you. What would you tell a 16-year-old you?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
16-year-old me. 16-year-old me was getting ready to move to this. No, I already moved to the States. I was in transitioning to school. 16-year-old me, do what you love.
Do what you love.
Do what you love. And don't let people and anyone distract you from your life goal.
Right.
Because at that age, I did know that I wanted to sing. I just didn't see the path because my background, you have to go to college, you have to graduate with 5 or a million degrees,
Of course.
and you have to become a doctor or a lawyer, engineer, and
that's, I mean, people make that the norm, but people can actually make a career out of music.
I do not want to be like I did pre-med. I do not want to be a doctor.
You don't.
What? As opposed to being this chick?
Oh my gosh.
No, baby.
Uh-huh.
No.
No.
Like my majority of my friends that I came up with, they're currently in med school. Big up on yourself. Study
Shout out
hard.
to you
Love you guys.
Yeah,
But
that's what they want, but that's
not what I
true.
want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking
not what I
about that, Chevelle, before we let you go, what advice do you have for anyone watching the Unsigned Hype today? It's the plug in hashtag for young people.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for them? Because there's so many young people out there that feel they're not good enough. It could be not music. Maybe it's a baker. Maybe it's an artist. Maybe it's anyone. You know, maybe they want to be a presenter.
Yeah.
And they feel like maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe the resources are not available, or maybe the people around them aren't supporting them enough.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to that young person watching the show today?
Think about who you want to be.
You can look
See,
at them. The cameras are-
think about who you want to be. See who you want to be. All the things that you want to do, visualize all those things. Focus on yourself. The things that you're doing now will take you there. Just have to take one step at a time. Just to be honest with you, when I was in my state of, oh, what am I going to do? I don't know if I'm going to continue to do music, this and that. This opportunity came last year, and it made me feel like, oh, I am doing something.
Exactly.
All the things that I've done since I've been in Zimbabwe, the places that I've been, even my plane ticket to come here, the places I've stayed in, some luxurious Airbnb, girl.
Yeah.
Nice.
The
The money that I had in my bank account when I left the US couldn't pay for it.
Wow. But someone else did.
Because you hold who you want to be in your mind's eye. That's the girl I want to be, and it comes to you because you attract it, because that's who you are. So once you see that person, hey, if you want to be a presenter, they look at you like, oh, I would love to do that. Visualize yourself in this chair.
Right.
Visualize yourself interviewing artists.
Exactly.
And see that.
Talk to flowers.
Yes.
Interview flowers.
Listen. There you go.
Exactly.
That's a gem.
If you want to sing, start making videos and post them on YouTube.
Yes, post them on YouTube.
And I feel like young people follow what other people say.
Yeah.
And
Too much.
Too much.
Do what you love. Listen, post, and if you have one like, post another
it's
one.
okay.
If you have listen,
you learn, you grow,
you
and
will
become
grow.
better.
Yes, you will grow. And you in yourself, once you keep doing it, you'll improve. And then the likes will come in, and then the exposure will come in because you kept at it. That's it.
I love that. Thank you so much, Chevelle. Any shout outs to anyone out there?
Yes.
Please do it in the Jamaican. Wow, it's
of course.
Ooh.
Big up Rackers Island. I listen
Rockers
again
Island.
and again and again and again and
Tonight,
again and again. Big up Gospy. Big up Oskid Productions.
Shout out.
Yeah, big up some other artists, Mandy, UJ. Just big up. I thank you guys so
UJ
much
Wald.
for UJ Wald.
Oh, shout out to you, UJ Wald.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's my brother. But yeah, very instrumental in helping me to get to the next level, and gratitude is a must. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Chevelle, for coming.
Thank you.
to
It was a
Zimbabwe.
pleasure.
It was
Great
okay.
compliment. You're amazing at your job.
Thank you so
You
much.
are great.
I get that a lot.
I can tell.
Thank you so much, Chevelle. And
Yes.
guys, can you just show them your nails? Like, where do we get these
Bling,
nails?
bling.
Because wow.
Listen, I bought these at the beauty supply store. They're press-ons, girls. The press-on game is getting wild.
It's getting wild.
It's getting wild. You don't gotta go every two. Let me not say that because estheticians are watching,
course.
but the press-on game is
It's
getting
wild.
wild.
Thank you so much, Chevelle.
No
And to our
problem.
viewers, thank you so much for joining us. We wouldn't be here without you. I'm your host, DJ Star. Please stay tuned because we are about to play you some music on www.hstv.co.zw. Bye-bye.
Bye. That was great.
That was amazing.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed that.
It
Chevelle.
was. I had fun. You're
Did you like the
dope.
questions?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I
so
did,
there's
I did.
nothing you want us to add or change?
Oh no.
Okay.
I like that.
Perfect.
Good. Make sure that you subscribe, comment, like, share with your friends. You're gonna be a part of my team to take me to the next level.